Hello YouTube, EDC Paul here. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Today we're gonna look into another list, a list of hard use knives, and we're gonna start off with probably one of my favorite ones, the Kreis Reef Umlumzan. So before that, please do check the description down below, because we've got some links over there. If you want to support the channel, please drop a like if you're enjoying the content, and maybe a subscribe if you want to see this weekly. I do post daily knife videos, shorts, or videos. So let's dig right into it. We're gonna have a list of 7 knives, and we're gonna start with the Kreis Reef Umlumzan. This is probably one of my favorite EDC knives out there. It's just so good in every aspect, because it is very hard to use. It's very well made. It's just perfect in so many aspects. So, I do believe this is the best Kreis Reef out there. I did own several Spenzas before. I did own an Inkosi, I did own a Spenza 21, Spenza 31, small, large Spenzas, but the Umlumzan is just the best. That's why I've got 2. So I bought another one. This is the secondary one. This is the just the drop point with regular finish on the scales, regular stone wash, and what's it called? The steel is S35 yen on this one. But we're gonna focus on mine, on my actual user. So this is probably the most sought after Kreis Reef out there. This is the Umlumzan with a glass blasted scale material and with MagnaCut blade. So this is the latest iteration. And guys, this is on washers. The lockup is extremely solid. This, you can, I literally cut down almost like a rose tree with this. So yeah, it's very hard use. You can buy this and you can use it for a lifetime, and it's still gonna serve you well. Once again, this is the MagnaCut version, and I bought a RGT Damascus clip, which is insanely cool. Of course, it's better, in my opinion, it's better than the original clip, but doesn't make it more hard use. The thing about the Umlumzan is the way the knife just locks up, because it's got these thumb studs that also work as a stop pin, and it's got the very good locking mechanism. Like, look at this, look how hard that lockup is. Some people do complain about the access to the lock bar, and that this place here, this area here is very sharp. I got used to it. The knife is very smooth, especially on washers. So this is on washers, but it's almost drop shoddy. So it's very smooth once it breaks in. Like, for example, this one, you can still flip it out, but you know, it's not broken in because it's quite new. So yeah, that's why my first choice would be a Kreis Reef Umlumzan, very hard to use folding knife, not extremely big, so it's got quite a slim profile. It's a big knife, of course, but really good grip. Hard use knives should be used with gloves too. So you've got grip for gloves, you've got really good jimping here, super nice. What's it called? Grip, super nice grip. So yeah, very good, very nice. I do enjoy the Kreis Reef Umlumzan quite a lot. Let's move on to the next one. This, once again, this is one of my favorite folding knives out there ever. The second one is gonna be the Chavez, Liberation 229. I think that's the name of this one. This is made in China. It's made by Riyadh. Very well made. Super, like all Chavez it's a super strong knife. Like, very cool and good grip on it. Super nice choil here for the finger. You can also choke up. M390 and titanium scales. I should tell you the prices too. So this is I think it was 600. and the clip is 150, so 750. And this one I think is like 400, around 400. Yeah. So once again, this is made in China, but very, very good, very well made. It does have this small double clutch, which I do not really enjoy, but it's very, very cool. Super nicely made. You see what I'm talking about? You see, that double clutch, that pisses me off big time. It's one of the issues Shirogorov knives also have. But for the knife itself, which is extremely solid, the lockup is really good. Oh, by the way, the iconic pocket clip is super cool. I absolutely love it. They do offer in these newer models, they do offer you a regular pocket clip too. But I do prefer this Skull one because it's iconic. It's their signature. Once again, M390 blade steel, super thin and super nice behind the edge, very, very sharp. And the stock is thick, so it's got extremely good lockup, no blade play whatsoever. Very, very good knife. All Chavez's are quite beefy, you know. They're quite well made. This one does make me wanna just grab it and take it to work, you know. It's got such a good grip. It's very, very strong grip. No jimping here, which might be a deterrent for hard use knives, but you can choke up a bit here. It's very well made. In terms of scales, there's no sharp edges anywhere. It's quite heavy. It's a quite heavy knife. The backspacer is super nice too. Perfectly centered, of course. Yeah. So I would say this one, the Chavez Liberation 229, is a hard use knife. It's strong. It's very, very strong. Once it locks up, you don't move that. You don't move that lock over there. So yeah, very good one. Let's move on to the next one, which is a new addition to the channel and a knife of definition of a hard use knife. This is the McNees Dixon. So this is probably my favorite knife in the collection right now because it's newer than the Umnumzan and the McNees PM2 and whatever, the older knives. You know, when you get a new toy, you're excited about that new toy. Yeah, this is the McNees Dixon. And I absolutely love this one. It did cut my finger big time, like you can see over here, because I'm used to like dropping look, I'm used to dropping the knife on the nail and just shake it down or drop it. Well, with the Dixon, the blade is so heavy that it will drop, but you have to hold your finger here so the blade drops on your nail. Otherwise, it's going to drop on your finger, and that's going to hurt. So the Dixon is, I would say, a definition of an American folding knife, hard-use American folding knife. The grip is insanely nice on this one. So you can do this like, let's say, more of a back grip, like this. Or you can just choke up a bit and get your other finger here. There's no finger choil here, but you can still use this. Very, very nice for the thumb. It doesn't have any jimping either, but since it's angled like this, it won't slip up front. Very, very good grip. Super nice. The access to the lock bar is so good. The action, of course, it's insane, and it does have like the hole in the blade is made in such a way that you can access this with gloves, or it's very, very good. You can also like roll it. You can also just thumb flick it. Some people are concerned about the size of the stop pin being the same size as the PM2, which is a much smaller knife. But I would say you can still hard use this knife. Of course, don't battoon with it, but I would say it's still a very, very strong knife. The lockup is super solid. The blade, look how thick this blade is. And it's very, very thin behind the edge. Super thin. Very, very nice factory edge. This I just dropped it a couple of times. I have never sharpened it, and I've used it quite a bit since I got the knife. Very, very good action also. Yeah, so the McNees Dixon is one hard use knife. I'd say it's It's so good. It does have this micro milling. I'm not sure if you guys can see that on camera. I think you can. So it's got like this micro milling. It doesn't offer a lot of grip. I'm gonna tell you that. It does not offer a lot of grip, but it still feels and looks so nice and premium. This one is about $675, I think. In Europe, obviously more expensive. Yeah, the McNees Dixon, super nice American folding knife. Let's move on. So we've got the Hinderer, another one of the Holy Trinity. So we've got two of the Holy Trinity because I do not own a Strider. I will, one day I will. This is the Hinderer Eclipse with a custom titanium scale from McNees. This is the horse scale. I'm not sure how this is named. Drop a comment down below if you remember. But yeah, these are quite hard to find, I'd say. And guys, this is a really good knife. I haven't used this as much as I wanted to, but I did carry it a few times and I did cut with it, and I will keep it as a user because this is like my dream configuration for a Hinderer knife. I think the Eclipse, ooh, that was hard. I think the Eclipse, as I think about the Unumzan for Chris Reeve, I think the Eclipse is the best knife Rick Hinderer makes, and this one is truly special. So I absolutely love this whole configuration. This, I would say, it's again a hard use knife. The way they make the actual handle for my hand at least, my fingers just go perfectly on that. Plus this area here, the way they do it for your thumb, so it's so good. It's absolutely insane how well this goes into your hand. It's like made for my hand. Of course, I'm a lefty, but I'll show you with the right hand too. But I'm a lefty, so yeah, very good, very good. You can also use it with gloves for sure. So once again, you can do the thumb flicks, and the flipper on this one is way better than an XM18. So you can deploy it and disengage it super easily. Once again, I haven't used this one because I'm trying to be as honest as possible about the stuff I do on the channel and off the channel. So I haven't used this one that much. I did carry it a few times, I did cut with it, but I haven't put it to actual work. Like for example, the Dixon and the Unumzan have been in some actually tough situations. You know, I did cut with them, and I did cut with them aggressively. But this one, the Hinderer Eclipse, it's such a good American folding knife. Once again, great lockup. The thumb studs also are used as extra stop pins, as the stop pin here. So it's got 3 points of actual lockup, plus the lock bar here. This guy won't shut down on you. Yeah, so really cool American folding knife. I love it. All right, let's move on. We've got quite an interesting one now. It's called the Grimsmo Norseman, and this is a legendary knife in this community, in the knife world in general. It's legendary because of the way John Grimsmo was very transparent about the way this knife was designed, the way this knife was made, and it's quite a oh, by the way, this is around with the scales, I think it's around 750. So, John Grimsmo, as I said, he was very transparent. He's got a YouTube channel, a shout out, of course, way bigger YouTube channel, but he shows everything that they do, you know. He shows you the process of actually creating and making this knife, and they've come a far way from their beginning in the garage, right? This is the Grimsmo Norseman. It's their first knife design. This is in the RWL 34, which is quite an interesting steel choice. This is, oh, they're all numbered, by the way. This is number 3000, is that a 6? 3625, 3625. So, not very new, but not very old model either. And guys, this has a super nice grind. Can you see that on the blade? And don't let it fool you, because it's very, very slim. It's a very slim knife. But guys, this is, by definition, I would say this is a hard use knife. The grip on it, the way the blade is made. You can also use this part here to do like precision cuts, you know. It's very, very strong. The lockup is so good. It doesn't look like a very solid lockup, you know, because it's very slim. It is a very slim knife, but the slim profile doesn't mean that the knife is not very strong. It's got one of the best finishes on the what's it called, the part of the blade that doesn't cut, the non-cutting part of the blade, non-sharp one. Yeah, kind of messed it up. But we're not editing stuff here. I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see my actual impression of the knife. So this part here, right, which is the part that doesn't cut. Let's do it like that. Non-sharp part. I don't know. I'm not gonna waste time talking about it. Anyway, this part here is super, super rounded and very, very nice to the hand. Like you could just use it as a massage. As a massage option. I swear to God, it's so good. Yeah, I'm going places, of course, but nice knife. It's very good. It comes only with one thumb stud. I think you can buy another one, and the flipper tab is also quite good. This doesn't have enough jimping for my taste. I would love a bit more jimping, but good access to the lock bar. Very, very drop shotty, super well made. The scales, everything is super well made on this knife, and I would say it's made in Canada. It's like $1,000, and yeah, I would say this this definitely is worth the attention. It's a legendary knife in this hobby. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We've still got 2 to go, and this is gonna be another McNees. This is going to be the McNees PM2, and I believe this is the best EDC sized knife out there for doing like heavy duty stuff. You know, it's got super thick blade stock. The scales are really solid too. It feels very polished. McNees does that. The scales feel very polished. No such thing as a sharp edge, whatever. Super nice. I did add this O-ring here just because it feels better for me to deploy the knife with that, so my finger doesn't get hurt as much as it does. Because I used to play with knives all the time. So look at this finger. It's kind of scratched, you know. You can also use the reverse flick on this one. It's super nice. And as I wanted to say, it does have a bit of a friendlier size for EDC. So look, like just look at the size difference between these two, the McNees PM2 and the Dixon. This is a very big knife for EDC, super big one. But the PM2, it's not that heavy, it's not that big, and the blade shape is super versatile. You can use it for whatever. You can get a full 4-finger grip, super nice jimping here. Very good access to the lock bar, and the lock bar just moves away and disengages super easily. Yeah, it's a very good knife. This is in MagnaCut, and it's about $525, I think, 550 or so. This is the PM2 Gen 2, I think. They had a Gen 1 in 20CV. This is in MagnaCut. Once again, I am a very big fan of what Jonathan McNees does. I do love these two models, and I do want to get my hands on a fixed blade too. What's it called? The Ridge Hunter? Is it that the name? Comment down below if I messed it up. I do not remember, but I do want to check out the fixed blade too, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. Yeah, these two are super nice. Once again, I do believe this one can be used for hard use tasks. It's so good. Again, some people do think that the stop pin here it's not that strong, but guys, I'm pretty sure you have to do something really stupid with this knife in order to break that stop pin. I'm absolutely sure you need to do that. Okay, so that's the McNees PM2, and last but not least, this is the Spartan Blades Harsey folder. And it is, once again, I've featured this one several times on my channel, and I still think it's the definition of a American folding knife. It's a beefy knife. It's got extremely well-made lockup, and the scales are super nice. The blade is very thick, but still slicey. The DLC finish is also really cool on this one. Like, check out the scales on this. I'm not talking about the scales necessarily in this video, because I do want to focus on the actual knife itself, how good it is to be of hard use. But guys, look at these accents here. They go like bluish. Can you guys see that? Yeah, so just an incredibly well-made scale. They always have these incredible scales on their knives. Very good. This one is also on washers. So some people, for hard use, they prefer washers just because there's no dirt going in, rather than bearings. Of course, I'm a bearing guy because I love the action. But as you've seen out of these, I do use the Umnumzan, which is on washers. I do use a Paramilitary 2, a PM2 from Spyderco, which is on washers. I do use a TRM Atom, which is on washers. I do prefer bearings, of course, but washers are also super nice. So once again, this one is extremely well made, and look at the way your fingers just mold into the handle. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Super nice. Like, look at this, guys. Like, for example, if you're a righty, that's not the best. But if you're left-handed, look where I can use the meat of my index finger. Look at where it goes. So it's so good. I'm not sure they designed it that way for lefties, but yeah. So it does have jimping on the blade and jimping here on the scales, which make it super grippy. So you can use it with gloves, no issue. Once again, this is not a user, but I did use, and I used to carry, and I did use another one, a different model I owned in the past. I think I owned like 4 different models. And guys, this is truly a hard use knife. By the way, on washer, super nice action. It's literally, you disengage it, the blade drops, you shake it a bit, and it goes down. Perfectly centered. You can actually reverse flick it too. Yeah, very cool. Very cool and beefy knife. Like this is a beast. It's definitely a beast, and it looks very tactical. It's sort of tactical, I'd say. It's very well made. I cannot complain about anything about the Harsey. Super well made, super nice knife. And I do think it doesn't get enough recognition. I do believe that every knife collector should at least try once a Spartan Blades Harsey. I do believe that. Okay, that's about it for the video today. We've had 7 knives. Which one is your favorite? The one the one I carry the most. The one I've carried the most since I got it, it's definitely the Dixon. But I did carry these 2 are probably my most carried knives out there. So the Chris Reeve Unumzan, the McNees PM2, and now the Dixon. And I'm still working on trying to carry the Hinderer, because I love the Hinderer too. So yeah, of course, I do want to hear about your opinion. What do you believe it's the definition of a hard use knife? I'm really curious. What would you carry if you needed to do something with a knife, and you wouldn't want to carry something like, I don't know, something like this, like the Tactile Rockwell, you know, which is quite a gentleman knife, you know. So I do wanna hear from you guys. What would you guys want to carry? If what's your most reliable one? You know, the one that makes you feel very safe, that you could put through any sort of stress and the knife will still serve you well. Once again, I do trust these 3 here, and probably this one too. Of course, the other 3 are also mentioned, and they also deserve their own credit. So thank you very, very much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. We've passed 1,000 subscribers, which is insane, and we're still growing, consistently growing. It's been a very interesting journey. So once again, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very, very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the content. If you did, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So thank you very much. Bye.